All right, we should be good to go. We are live. Happy Monday, one and all. Welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host with the most, and I am glad to be joining you on this Manic Monday. I know it's Monday. You got the blues. You're back at work, but don't worry. We got you covered. We're going to bring you something fun to listen to for the next hour, hour and a half, whatever the hell we feel like doing. And what we're going to do here, this is our lunch stream. This is where we talk shop for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Got a lot of stuff planned up like we always do. We're going to do a roster review. We'll explain about all the roster review stuff. We're going to take questions. If you have questions, the way it works on this show is that if you have a question, all you need to do is put that in chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement so I can scoop it up. That's how we use our Nightbot. So there we go. And then we'll just have fun. We're going to talk about the game. Ranger will roll. I've already got the mods, but I will roll them, because we're trying to get speed secondaries on our speed sets, and I will suffer through depression. Depression. The new fragrance from Calvin Klein. Specifically designed for Ranger. So we will do that as well. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you shout out your name in chat. I will go through and say everybody's name. Glad to have you here. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out our Patreon. We do a lot of great stuff for our patrons, which we will get after we do the roster review and explain that. Also, if you haven't joined us on Twitch or follow us on Twitch, you should, because that's where we're doing our GAC. Usually I've been doing the first two rounds. I did promise that I would do the last round on YouTube. You just can't win. If I do YouTube, people on Twitch are like, you should do more on Twitch. If I do Twitch, I'm like, you should do it on YouTube. So I can't win, so I'm just going to kind of mix it up back and forth for you guys. But if you have follows on Twitch, a lot of stuff on Twitch. I've been doing Battlefront, and we have our D&D stuff there as well. So there you go. So glad to have you guys here. Welcome to our lunch stream, everybody. I was just over on Nev's channel. Congrats to him for getting Jedi Knight Revan. Speaking of which, he just messaged me. He says he's getting some coffee. So there you go. Let's introduce the panel that is with me, and then we're going to see who's in the chat. So skewers, get your name in there so I can shout out all my skewers out there in TV land. Let's see. We've got who do I got with me so far? I've got Grim the Mechanic.
Wasabi.
And I've also got the one and only Michael W. Huntington III from his Royal, Her Majesty's Royal Gaming Community.
I just had a sip of tea and it's too hot and I've just burned my tongue.
Good. That's what you get for drinking too much tea. All right. That being said, let us see who is out there in TV land. Let's shout out all the skewers. Let's see. We got JLY9. He says good morning. And then Grim cheered. Oh, thank you, Grim, because I forgot about our Lord and Savior, Darth Vader, and his cup of plenty. So if you would like to donate through Super Chat and other means, whether it's on Twitch, it doesn't matter. What is all that crap? That was a long message. Nothing fell in. Well, something, because the cup moved. Well, that's weird. All right. What the hell happened, Grim?
It's probably because it's the new.
Yeah, it's kind of threw it off. Yeah. So Grim just cheered 25 times. No, that's Mikey. Mikey did. Mikey, there it is. And now we got the fluffy fluff coming into the cup. We got some of these fluffy hearts. So there we go. There come the hearts. The cup is filling up nicely. But if you want to do super chat and donate, you can. Feel free to donate. All is welcome. So you can do super chat. You can do Twitch, and it all goes to the baiters. Anything you do, if you subscribe or anything, it'll pop up on the screen. So very much appreciated. So JLY, good morning to you, sir. The Revenators here. Revenator. Clone Troop 211 says, yo, good afternoon, all. Oh, hello there says, good evening. Well, good evening. Oh, hello there. Frederick Neeson says, oi, Frederick. Stoner's here, Stoner Jedi. He's at work. He says, hey, everyone. Make sure you check out his channel, Zalo Takedown, or Takedown Games. Our good friend Yuta says, hello, amazing people. Hello, back to you, amazing person. Waffle Dolphin says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Waffle Dolphin. Andreas Carlson said, first time here, sent by Nev and his crew. All right. Well, glad to have you here, Andreas. Matt Bailey says, gracias, and good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to you, Matt Bailey. Chicken's here. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. Eat a drumstick and your brain starts clicking. And he put lots of little emojis into his greetings. One of them's a knife. That worries me, Chicken. That scares. Don't be stabbing folks in the chat. Fetty Chico says morning. Suicide Squad says morning as well. Trust from the Dark Lord says howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy there, partner. Proper Cat says good afternoon, everyone. Happy lunchtime. The lovely, vivacious, and talented Ouchie Dumpling. Hello, Ouchie girl. She's there. She says hello, lunchers. Indigo, Star Wars Galaxy Hero, says hello there. Hello there, Indigo. Skywalker Vader says good afternoon. Hey, what's going on there, my Canadian brother from another mother? Up there in Canada drinking some maple syrup and hanging out in the tundra. Gav P says, good afternoon, RSG Peeps from sunny Liverpool. Oh, I didn't know Liverpool could get sunny. Mike, is that true? Does the sun actually show in Liverpool at all? And Mike's still messing with his tea. Thanks for being there.
No, he's lying.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah. Tress says, week off and my anniversary's today. Well, congrats, man. Congratulations on your anniversary. Dr. Gonzo H with the wave. Hello, sir. Oh, it refreshed. I have to go all the way back up. And Dexatronics here.
A lot of new people.
Yeah, a lot of new people. Dexatronics says, hey, kids, what's up? Hey, Dexatronic. Darth Mikey. Mike. He says, hey. He says, fasting is fun. No, it is not. Gaming Fru Guy, welcome back, sir. Nick Merck, he says no. But hello, Nick Merck. Who, question mark times 3, says, good morning, RSG crew. Good morning to you, sir. You to see Sean. Wave. Hello, Sean. Lady Pool Panda, DPK's lovely better half, says, hey. Hey, girl. Ashton Canelia says hi. Hey, Ashton, glad to have you here. Walter Arnold, who says hi. Hello, everyone. Let's see here. Ray Rock, good morning. He wants to know if Finn made it home. Don't know. Finn's not in the channel right now, so we really don't care.
Hi.
What? What was that?
Hi.
Who is it?
Hi.
Oh, God, it is Finn.
Oh, there goes
Hi, Finn. I'll get to you in a moment, sir. The fans are more important, so just be quiet, all right? So here's some crayons and some paper. Thalen Thomas, first stream here. Evening from China. Well, congrats you. Well, thank you for being here from China. Thank you. Our good friend Jedi Training Bogus says hello there. Hey, JTB. Callison's here. Hey, Callison. Ray Rock, I think I already said, but Ray Rock's here. Any other names? Mal Tonto says, I'm here for the roasting of one of my guild members. Don't worry, I know what you mean. We're going to destroy them. No, that's not how our roster works, so that's not what we do. See. Zombie7469 Tejas is here, says, hi, guys. Moss Mike's here, says, ugh, Monday. Well, the Peanuts Gallery of Charlie Brown says the same thing every day. Nick Merck, where's Malik? Soon TM, don't know. Don't quit asking. So, I hope I said your name right, Thomas Diulin. IEU. But I know it's maybe a Chinese pronunciation. I know. Diulin? Not probably. I'm going to call you T. Thomas. Because I butchered your name. You're probably going, no! Why? So, glad to have you guys here. All right, Finn. Your monkey ass is back.
Hi.
How was your trip?
It was good.
Did you have a good time with your brother and stuff?
I did. And I got a couple of fun shirts.
Oh, very nice. Are they Star Wars related or are they something stupid?
No, they're not Star Wars related. I showed one of them. It's fist bumping Jefferson and Washington. I thought that was like one of the fun shirts I've seen.
That's pretty cool. I don't have a problem with that.
There's another one too that I'll wear at some point that you guys can see.
All right, Ashton Canalia says, "Hola, que juego es este?" I don't speak French, so sorry, Ashton. Someone who speaks that Spanish. Someone who speaks that Spanish.
Hi, what game is this?
Oh, look at Finn with the big. Look at the big brain on Finn.
I'm gonna probably say it wrong, but es una juego de el Guerra de Estrellas.
Oh, Jesus. God, I feel so... I think RSG has gone to another level. We're so smart today. Jesus.
I told you he was Mexican.
It's been a long time since I've taken Spanish. Words are
hard.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Spanish is not my forte, but make do.
Still though, welcome back, Finn.
Yeah,
Thank
now, if you guys are speaking Spanish in chat, I don't speak the old Espanol, so you'll be hosed. Hellnick says, late but present. Hello, sir. Proper Catch says, RC is truly international now. Well, we've always been international. We got fans in China now, Japan, Australia, all over Europe. Spanish-speaking countries, apparently.
We still need to get a Scotsman on here, Grouchy.
Oh, we did, but remember, we had what's his name on for the roster review. Get all hot and bothered. Let's just saying hi. Glad to have you here. Lady Pool says the only other language I know wouldn't come in help. I only know American Sign Language aside from English. Well, you're one up on me, Lady Pool. Finland from shout out where you guys are at. Yeah, let's do that. Everybody in the chat, shout out where you're from. Give us a little bit of international. See where everybody's from. It's always cool to link people together. I love it. I've had the privilege of. I can say one good thing about the Army is I traveled all over the world and experienced a lot of different countries and stuff. So there you go. Also get your questions in, and we're going to rock and roll. Now, Finn, I have some beef to pick with you, buddy. Did you change any settings in Restream? Because when I was doing Twitch yesterday, there was like a 45-second delay.
No, I didn't change anything in Restream.
Did you let Miss McVanum change anything?
She was streaming directly into Twitch, so no. She didn't do
Okay,
it.
just making sure because it was freaking me out yesterday. Because usually it's like a 3-second delay, and it was like 45 seconds. I'm like,
I'll check Twitch settings if somehow the latency got changed, but it should be
fine.
I think that it was on Twitch's side because it was happening on all sorts of streams, getting massive amounts of like not latency issues, but just gaps in when people were doing stuff, and then it would happen on the stream.
Oh, cool. So now we're getting people saying, so hello there says Finland, and then further down said in PewDiePie's basement. Let's see, JLY9's Texas, Lady Pools in Florida, so we know you're from Florida, Stoner. Andreas says Sweden, very nice. Philippe Pinicucci says Brazil, very nice. Max says Australia, mate. Chaikin says the peninsula nation of Florida. Utah says Pennsylvania. Nick Merck says Las Vegas, very cool. Frederick Nielsen says Sweden, very nice. Sean says Tampa, Florida. Proper Catch says New York, cool. Dark Stanley says I'm boring from Cali but in Vegas now. Hey. Moss Mike's down in New Orleans, child. She can get some gumbo and stuff.
Hope you're not flooded out.
Yes, be safe, buddy. See anybody else? Clone Troop says North Kakalaki. Carlton says the Shire.
My girlfriend is not a hobbit.
Grim says the molten core of the earth. That makes a lot of sense. Ray Rock says Illinois. Max Power said that was a perfect accent. Thank you, sir. Darkster Feel Good. He's the one that makes you feel all right. Says Dark Side of the Moon. Okay. Fetty Chico says Washington, Olympia. They're very nice. Santa Barbara, California for Matt Bailey. No, Stoner, quit saying where you're from. We get it. Zombie says Big D, Dallas, Texas. The only time it's okay to be 1 star, get it to 1 star, Lone Star State. Get it. That's right. Robert Alvarez says I'm the hell of California. Bakersfield. There you go.
So sorry.
Hell, Nick says Connecticut, but I'll rep Greece for us. There we go. So we got people from all over. Very nice, very cool. And speaking of international flavor, we took him from you, Mike, from the land of rain and showers and mist of England, and we've got Nev, who just got his Jedi Knight Revan. Yay!
Oh yes, I did. Oh yes, I.
But didn't save up the correct gear and is now stuck at gear 10. Yay!
It's just a couple of bits, it's not that much. It shouldn't take me that long. Fingers crossed it won't take me that long.
Forsooth, does thy roster benefit from Revan?
Oh yes. My squad arena just went from 94k GP to 102k GP.
Wait till you get the Falcon.
Oh yeah, no, I'm. It's such a. Bosk's ship, yeah, he's doing all right because I've been farming Bosk's ship on that account for quite some time now. but I was a bit late to the game with the other 2 bounty hunter ships, so it's probably going to take a little bit. I might get them, but I should have it by the next event. But my God, the drop rate for the ship shards on the Poggle node is just ridiculous.
Yeah, so we know.
Let me assure you, Slave 1 for the first year was worse than anything that you're trying to do now.
God, I forgot about that stupid ship. God.
That ship, that and TIE Advanced. Oh
Yeah,
my days.
I do remember the TIE Advanced on my main taking absolutely forever.
All right. So, we are now going to go to America's favorite pastime, and that is Ranger suffers through depression for mods. Finn, make a note. We need to do an intro for that. We have some stuff we have to work on today, Finn. I don't know what your work schedule's like, but we got some stuff to do. All right. I've already rolled the mods from the mod challenge. Actually got some decent ones. So we're going to go roll the mods because Ranger's trying to get those unique rare mods. And
in other words,
basically, I won't.
Used up all your luck on those other mods.
No, I'm basically hosed. This is going to be pretty awful, but people enjoy seeing me suffer through this. So I'm in the trenches with you guys. I'm farming mods, so I do this every day. So we'll go in. We are going to filter like we always do, and we are going to go by speed sets, only unassigned mods, and then we're going to sort by speed. And then we're going to suffer through some depression. So I did roll mods. I got some good mods here. Let's see what happens. Let's see here. Let's see. The first one is... All right, I got a gold with 5 speed. Let's see what we get here. Let me roll this. All right, here we go, folks. First one of the day. Be the mod. Be the mod. Please hit speed, you son of a... All right, I hit 9. Not great, but you know what? We'll take it.
It's better than a kick in the nuts.
Well, you haven't watched me do mods, have you?
I've watched you roll mods.
Wait for it.
It's coming. All right.
Poking the eye of a sharp stick.
I mean, all right. So we have a green that has health. I don't care about that, but it does have 5 speed. So let's roll this. We're gonna roll this to 9 because we want to see what the other 3 stats are. Actually, it has speed. I'm just gonna go all the way. What am I saying? I already know it has speed, so let's do it. Didn't hit speed once. But it is green 5. Maybe we'll hit it when we slice it. So not a complete loss, but it's not good. It's not good. Alright, so we'll go to the next one. This one has 4 speed. Be the mod. Son of a bitch.
Ranger, you're not being the mod. Be the mod.
I don't think these are mods. I think these are spawns of Satan, man. What the hell, man?
I think you need to put the blaster shield on first.
God damn it, man. Ah! Shit. Alright, next one.
Then we know whether you feel the mod because you'll do it without being able to see it.
I'm feeling myself, which is anger right now. Dark side's really coming out of me at the moment. I feel like force choking Finn. Finn, get your ass here. Alright, we're doing an arrow. It's blue. We're just going to see what the other 2 stats are. Oh, defense. Perfect. I think this is...
I can try putting you off and maybe that'll work. Because am I the only one that has Finland and I like Chinese going through their head at the moment since you asked where everyone's from? 2 Monty Python songs, by the way.
Let me see here. Yeah. Next green. We didn't hit speed. God damn.
Oh, thanks for that, Mike. I've got I like Chinese in my head now.
All right, here we go. Next mod. Nope.
Could have been worse. Somebody could have been from traffic lights, but only when they're green.
All right, we got a gray that hit 5. Okay, we'll take that. All right. Well, something we can work on here. Can I slice this right away? I don't have the energy for it, no. So we'll go back and do that later on. I'll save that. Listen, guys, I'm trying to get my ass kicked in mods. Could you shut your dirty holes, please? Thank you. Speed 3. We will roll that just to see if it hits something, but I'm probably going to sell that because I don't need another green 3 speed. But it is a gray one, so we'll see what happens. Oh, lordy. Another gray mod.
John Davies, are you for real, mate, or
Oh,
are you
Lord.
just in a tanning salon?
But
Actually, no. It's got sunny this afternoon.
oh, well, I don't know.
The current bunny's out in the UK.
All right,
Newsflash.
so we're not even gonna bother with the 4 dots. So we hit one on the goal. We got 1-5 on the gray. So that's depression, man. Damn, I had high hopes, man. Especially those greens. They still might do something, but what the piss is up with all the stupid ass defensive hits, man? God, son of a. All right, I digress. Also, guys, letting you know that Ranger J 1999 is in the mod rework game. So if you would like a full roster remod, I am offering that because you guys, just like the Amazon wishlist and everything else, you guys berated me until I gave in. So if you would like old Ranger J 1999 to remod your entire roster and get you and actually have a one-on-one time with you, I charge $30 per million GP. That is, I do that for all you skewers out there because that is well below what you normally charge because I'm not overcharging our skewers. So if you're a skewer or just a person watching this and you want me to review your mods, just message me, and it's $30 for every million GP. And also if you want one-on-one time like I've done for the other ones I've done, it's a $20 more. And that's basically I want to teach you while I'm doing it. I just don't want to do it. It's up to you. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you want one-on-one time where I break down why I'm using the mods I'm doing and the sets and explaining teams and things of that nature, then hit me up in Discord, Ranger J 1999, and I will do that. Finn, make a note. I need a slide for that. So we got some work to do today, buddy. Your vacation time's over. I'm gonna put your ass to work.
I'm making notes.
Oh, good. Okay, good. So Finn's on it.
I'm supposed to be making notes on. Hold on, I have nothing to write with.
I find that very hard to believe, Finn. I know how your desk is set up. You want to try again?
Yeah, it has computers. Okay, hold on. I have computers everywhere and a bunch of wires. Ouchie knows about the wires.
Okay, for Christ's sakes, man.
Wires can't be used to write stuff. That's a true lesson.
All right, get over the fact that you suck. Just get a piece of paper, a pen, or open up a goddamn just Word document. Jesus, Finn.
Why have you not got a notepad and pen next to you?
I don't know. Finn sucks, man. He really
I've got my
sucks.
back envelopes.
Do notepad.
Yeah, I don't do no.
Yeah, Nev, get him. Get him, Finn. Get him, Nev. Tell Finn how much he sucks, man.
I like
call yourself a project manager and you don't have
I see, yes.
laptop. Oh.
Nope. I have project management software that does all the tasks for me.
So basically, Finn's not.
Microsoft Project and Microsoft Office does not count.
No.
Everybody's got that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See. Well, I don't think everybody has project.
I think I do,
Okay,
but I don't use it.
Full Office. If you got the full Office, actually no, they don't. They don't put Microsoft Project in the Office.
See?
Oh, Lord. Science.
You got to do that
Intro
separately.
for Rangers Depression.
And then we need a little slide for the mod stuff.
Okay. Slide for Rangers Depression. Okay.
No. Slide for mods. We already have the.
How is mods different than your depression?
No, for my mod reworking thing.
Oh, okay.
We don't need two things of depression for
slide
Ranger.
In
for
which case, that's an
Rangers.
antidepressant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
See what I did
slides
there?
for Rangers voluntary depression for money.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right. Finn, just go play with crayons. God. Listen, guys, I try to include him in these conversations, but he's an ass clown. So, y'all, I blame y'all because y'all encourage this stupid ass behavior. All right. So, but I digress. All right. So, here we go. You know what? You know what doesn't depress me? Helping other people. And we are going to do another roster review. Yay!
Woohoo.
All right, today we are doing, let me pull it up. Let's see here. Pull that up, get that over here, do this thing there. Wait, why is it? That's weird. It's not showing the window. Uh-oh. Hold on. It's just blinking, just white. Why is that doing that? Let me try something here. Properties. No, it's a window.
I am not in vacation mode, Xylo. I am making my notes. I have my notes. So, I have to make an intro for Rangers Depression, and then a slide for Rangers Voluntary Depression for money. See, I have my notes. That is out of vacation mode.
Huh. It's being weird. Let me look at it. Not picking it up.
It's loading just fine for me.
No. It's not. It's OBS trying to pick up the window for Star-Lord.
Oh.
This is weird. Hold on. I'll try something else here. Yeah, it's not picking up.
Ranger screen exploded.
Why is that doing that? I'm confused. Hold on, we're having technical difficulties. If I have to, I'll do this the old-fashioned way and just use the ally code.
Don't go into the light.
Seriously, why is that doing that? Let's try Wednesday night. No, it's doing it Wednesday nights. Our thing on there as well. It's going blank. Try another. Let's take that off. Try this again.
Isn't technology wonderful?
It's not picking up anything. That is super duper weird. Why is that doing
The
that?
Wednesday panel is working fine.
We have a technical difficulties thing, proper catch. We haven't used it in a while, but we actually have a little technical difficulties thing.
21st century problems, eh, Ranger?
Yeah, right? Why is that doing that? It's just going completely white. I don't understand what's happening here. Alright, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I am going to do Star-Lord's roster.
Don't be skinning cats.
Shut up, Finn. Alright, so I am going to do this the old-fashioned way. Let me just go straight to KO player. There we
You
go.
always say peel a porg instead.
Yeah.
No.
I
gotta
like,
hurt
you know what?
any
I like that better. Porgs aren't really
Shouldn't be
animals. They're
hurting any
responsive.
All the aminals alone unless you're gonna eat them.
Shut
Exactly.
up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Meg. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to pull this up the old-fashioned way, so give me a second here. Ally code.
Tastes more like pheasant.
36,
Be gamey. I would have thought that.
Yeah, I would imagine a pork is more gamey.
It always blows my mind that goose tastes like lamb.
All right, so this is Star-Lord, i.e. Ragnar the Red Kelly. Shout out to your guild. Someone could shout out their guild real quick because I had to. I'm trying to. That is bloody
Guild
weird.
name is CIS Concord Dawn.
Thank you. Sorry, let's try this again. So we are going to go this in the old-fashioned way. And, alright, so running the droid team. And let's see what else Ragnar Star-Lord wants. I says, I guess just a general review. I am the TW officer of my guild, so my roster is a lot more focused for that in GA. I don't really meta chase. I've always just geared up what I like and went with it. I think you guys will have fun with a pretty unique roster. Well, we're already seeing your arena's pretty unique. And I always said, you guys got to play the game the way you guys want to play it. You know, so this will just be, you know, suggestions. You can take it or leave it. You're doing great in Fleet, but you're getting raffle stomped in Arena. I think the highest, your average rank is 124. If this is a team you want to run with Grievous and the droids, great. but the thing is, on defense, it's easy to kill. I do it all the time when I've seen it. So, but we're gonna go through your roster and look at your teams. I can't do it on GG. I will be able to pull up your mods on GG, but I can't get the damn window to pop up. That is so weird, Finn. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Make a note on your pretend crayon paper that. Why the hell is that doing that? I don't know. It's really weird. OBS did an update and screwed up.
Address.
Ooh,
Rangers.
nice brewed alpha.
Mm-hmm. Some really good stuff here I'm seeing already. So we'll just sort this by speed. Just gonna see how your speed mod sets are doing.
Yeah, I've got this guy's roster up on Grand Ivory Mods Optimizer Ranger.
Cool. So we do have Darth Revan. We're missing. It's not complete. So if we go to his speed, looks fine on the characters he has. Bosk, Zam's part of the Bounty Hunter team with Jango. He's got Newt, B1, Grievous. Not a lot of the characters we typically see up here. So it's a 2.7 million GP account. So let's see.
This is amazing for a 2.7.
Yes, it is.
Wow,
Close
dude.
to my style.
Well done.
2.4.
Yeah, it's he's got the Sith Empire team. It just needs Zetas and gear. So if he's working on that, then continue working on that. Let's look at your Old Republic, because eventually Malik will return someday. Canderous is 13. Yeah, he's got this. Yeah, he's got this squared away for the Revan event. Do you have Jedi Knight Revan?
Gear 12 B1 as well.
So he doesn't have Jedi Knight Revan yet. Maybe he's about to unlock it today, because he does have the pieces to get Jedi Knight Revan. Yeah, Mission T3, Basla, Jolie. Yeah, he's got the pieces to go get that. So he's going to get Jedi Knight Revan today, probably, since the event just launched. So that's good. All right.
2 of them 5-star though. Has he got the stars that he just hasn't applied? Jolie's only 5-star.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's not going to get Jedi Knight Revan today. I just noticed that.
Bastilla and Jolie are both 5-star.
Maybe he hasn't done the 7 stars. Let us know, because that would suck. Oh, Lord. Sean says, laughing out loud, I hate Jedi. Oh, I hate Jedi too, but...
Actually, what do you mean it didn't sound like me?
I don't know what she's
Sounds
talking
like
about.
me.
It sounds like you, yeah.
Well, it
Nev's
doesn't
very...
sound like me. Or did you think I was Malcolm McDowell? People seem to be making that mistake quite a lot recently.
I know.
Who the F is Malcolm McDowell?
All right, stop it.
I got Planet of the
my.
Apes, or is that Roddy McDowell?
All right, stop it.
the wrong McDowell.
Can we get back to the damn roster, you hippies? All right.
I am not a hippie, sir.
So we've got Darth Revan needs Zetas. We can't get Jedi Knight Revan because apparently Sean hates Jedi and doesn't want to open up the second best team of the game. Okay, cool. What about Padme?
He has Padme.
Yeah, 2 stars, 7 years, 7-star,
I'd
gear
be
12.
disappointed if he didn't
General
have
Kenobi.
Padme with his separatists the way they are.
Needs eventually, if you're going to run the Padme team, characters you'll need to work on is Anakin and Ahsoka. You already have Kenobi 12, so that's good. So that's eventually a team you can eventually round off at the end. The other thing is looking at your separatists, because it is GOTV. How are your separatists looking? They look pretty
His
amazing.
separatists
Yeah.
look amazing. Your guild it must be very, very proud.
Yes. Now, being the TW officer, Sean the Ragnar, I love your roster. I think it's great. I think you can run anything you want PvP. However, if you're going to be doing TW and GA, you're going to have to get the Revans. I don't know how to say this. There's characters that I'm farming that I don't want to farm, and I gear, like Poggle. I don't dick around with Poggle, but I have to. There's just certain things you have to do whether you want to do them or not, right? Separatists are not my favorite. They're a fun faction, but I'm gearing them, and I'm doing what I need to do for the guild. So it's not what I want to work on right now. It's what I need to do for the guild. So I'm all in on Separatists. God, your Separatists are fantastic, by the way. They're really good. Geonotion, 7 stars and stuff. So
I get a feeling the next one in his group is that his Brood Alpha is probably gonna be nice and glowy orange here soon as well.
I'm intrigued on how the IG 100 goes, how the old Magna Guard goes at Gear 13.
Yes. So for GAC, you're pretty.
Holy crap! Hold on a second.
What?
IG 100 at Gear 13, what he has it at, 63,868 health, 80,520 protection,
And he'll die in 3 hits.
99.22% tenacity.
Yeah, I mean, any Gear 13 character is going to look amazing. They all some just get better bumps than others. Like Grievous is just ridiculous, But that doesn't shock me at all. Like if you look at what Kenobi gets, General Kenobi, when he gets to Gear 13, it's ridiculous. So
that's actually pretty impressive considering he sucks at lower gear levels.
Who, Magna?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get him 12.
So here's the thing. So just going through your teams, I mean, look, we're talking GAC and TW, right? Bounty hunters look great. First order. Eventually, you can work on first order. It's not a big deal.
He's saying check out his Canderous stats.
I already looked at this.
Old Republic.
Night Sisters.
Droideka has 6,300 damage, dude.
So certain teams you've got are really good. So we're missing other teams in here. Now, if you hate Jedi and you don't want to farm them, that's on you, brother. But I think you're gimping yourself. As I said, I farm characters, stuff that maybe necessarily I don't want to do, but I do it for my guild for TW. Because they need it, right? As your guild starts climbing up the ranks and you start getting to a higher GP range, you're going to start seeing more of Darth Revan needing Jedi Revan, G8, the Padme team and stuff. If it's up to you, I mean, if you can make it work, you can make it work. It gets down to the wire at higher levels of GP. You probably can get away with it right now because your guild's probably in a lower GP range. But as your guild progresses and you start climbing, certain teams you're going to need not just you're going to need them outside of GAC. Like for instance, Heroic Sith Raid. Night Sisters are needed for Phase 4. As much as you hate the Jedi, Phase 2 of the Heroic Sith Raid, Jedi Knight Revan is the best squad to have. So if you want to get good scores and help your guild clear Heroic Sith Raid, having Jedi Knight Revan is your best bet. Resistance, yeah, you don't even have JTR yet. So, for all the incredible stuff you've got here, and I really dig what you're doing. If you want to keep playing the Droids Arena, I'm cool with that. If you want to do certain things, work on certain characters first, I'm down with that too. However, if you're going to be doing GAC, TW, and doing Heroic Sith Raid, you're going to eventually need these characters. There's just no way around it. The other thing too is you're kind of struggling in arena. You're doing great in fleet arena, which is great. But if you could run a team, go ahead, Mike.
He's saying it's a time thing. He doesn't seem to get the time to get his 5 battles in.
To get his what?
Get his 5 hits in on arena. Well, so I'm just scrolling back to where.
Well, how's he doing that in ships? So he's just picking one over the other.
Or maybe it's just a work thing. Maybe he's working on one and
maybe his payout's different. Okay, I can see that.
Or he just doesn't drop that much in ships because people don't care as much.
Well, no, that's not true because you can drop in ships because everybody now has a lot of Falcons. I know this is happening in my shard. If you don't pay attention, everyone's going to climb over everybody else because they're trying to get those top spots. It's like the Jedi Knight Revan of ships right now. So everybody's got a Falcon and they're climbing all over.
He's a 2.7 million, but he's also definitely invested heavily since he has a 7-star Geo Brood Alpha. So he might be well ahead of where his shard is.
In certain aspects, yes.
It surprises me how bad the ships are on Yorkie's account, Yorkie's shard. They're awful. I'm sorry, anyone that I share. with that. But York was top 50 before he got MILF.
He said he only needs like 2 battles to get to the top in chips.
Okay, so you're in a good spot. So that's good that you're ahead of the curve there. If you don't care about arena, you don't have the time, then that's fine. So let's ignore squad arena for a moment. Let's think GAC.
You know, he could get away with doing squad arena because his team will pretty much mow down anything it goes
It
against.
can, but it's not going to hold because people are going to go in there and wreck it on defense.
If it's right near his payout, he doesn't need it to hold.
Well, yeah, but
know?
even with that team, upper echelon teams of Jedi Knight or Darth Revan, I mean, it's still an RNG fest because Gear 13 Malix can wreck that team by itself. I mean, you have to be careful with that. It's a great team. It's a great climbing team, and I encourage him if he wants to use it. But just be aware that you're going to drop. You have to do more work in arena with a team like that than you would say a standard team. Especially once you get the modding done. So for GAC, the problem I see for your teams is you've got some heavy-hitting teams, which I think for right now is really going to help you out. Like, if we look at your bounty hunters, that's nasty. That is super-duper-duper nasty. You got some nastiness there on your teams, but you don't have...
Gear 13 Django.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sexy.
But eventually, depth's going to come into play, man. Because you're going to have, as you climb up, and go from 6 to 8. If you don't have the team depth, I don't care. Everybody's going to be equal with your gear and stuff. And if you don't have the depth of the squads that you need to put on GAC, you're just hurting yourself because you basically have 2-3 strong teams, and the rest of the team are going to be gimped, and you're going to get crushed. I mean, it's just a fact. GAC comes down to the depth of squads that you have and your mods. So it's how difficult can you make it on defense, and then what do you have left over for offense to be effective. And so for you, let's say we're doing 6 teams, right, on defense and offense, because you're in that range, 2.7, or is he at 4 still? I think he's in the 6 range, right?
2.7 is 4.
4? Okay, so right now you're at 4.
4 up front, 2 in back.
So 6 total?
6 total.
Okay,
yes.
so 6 total. So we can use bounty hunters up front. That's a great team. We can use your Old Republic team up front. That's a great team that you can use up front. Then I'm looking for what else can you put on defense?
Well, I think yes, he could put those in defense, Ranger, but he could just go for the trash in defense because he's got enough offensive teams to be able to outscore in banners his opponents. Probably. That's
assuming that the person doesn't have depth to their lineup. If they do, then not only will they clear you more efficiently because you're giving them extra banners, you could get tripped up. That's the problem with running a trash defense and try to be as efficient on offense. If you run into somebody that puts even a mild thing on defense, yeah, you may clear them, but you're not going to have the banners that they will. Like this team on defense, one person goes in and cleans it, right? With the nest counters, the Wampa counters, and that's what happened to my GAC yesterday. You can go back and watch that. He put some crap on defense. And I'm like, thank you very much, Rex Wampa, go eat. Oh, Ewoks, not geared. Nest, go have fun. And I picked up, 63 and 63 banners on both those nodes out of 64. That makes it really difficult on that person because he went full offense, like you said, right? He put some teams on defense, but mostly it was like bleh, and I just ran through them.
I mean, my GAC was I've never I did what was it? My GAC round 2 was up against a Revan. I didn't have my Revan at the time. He didn't put it in defense. He saved his Revan and his bounty hunters for offense. Scored a huge amount of banners to the point where I needed 58.5 in each territory.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to do.
I got 50. Was it two 80k? Was it 2 70 to 80k teams on the front, and then 60k teams on the back? And I was able to, because I kept my 4 strongest squads.
Right. As I said, it can work, but as you move forward, you have to think long term, right? That strategy is not going to work long term.
Yeah, I mean, it works for me at the moment because I'm only putting 4 on defense and I only need 4 on offense. As soon as I move up 1, I need 2 more full teams, which is what I'm working on at the moment.
Well, he might also run into like what I'm running into in GAC. Like only two of my opponents, of the two of the people in the list that I'm fighting in this GAC, have Jedi Knight Revan. One of them has CLS. One of them has JTR. I mean, and that's at 3.4 mil. So,
Well,
he's not going to be running up against people that have a fledged out roster.
I understand that, but this may work for you at the moment. He says he is first order in geos in the back walls. That's great. And it may hold you for now, but if you don't have the depth of teams, including Darth Vader and Jedi Knight, Reverend Sean, Star-Lord, who? Star-Lord, man, come on. You're talking, get that Guardians of the Galaxy reference in my head. You're going to get crushed, man. I'm telling you, you're going to get crushed. It works for you now.
But I mean, he does have Traya and he does have Darth Revan.
That's great, but his Darth Revan team's not ready. It doesn't have the Zetas. When you start moving up into those higher GP brackets, you're going to get crushed because it comes down to the depth of squads that you have. Whether you like the squad or not is immaterial. If you want to be good at GAC and get higher rewards and get the stuff like in Kyber and stuff, you got to invest in the characters. That doesn't have anything to do with your squad arena. If you want to run droids and have fun, fine. If you want to farm certain teams first, great. Go have fun. Farm what you want to farm. I'm just saying, in the long term, you are going to get crushed. And as you move up in GP with TWs, you're going to need counters for a lot of these teams because 2 Darth Revan walls and a bunch of other crap, GR walls and stuff. I mean, Revan's come into play big time when you start moving up to higher GPs. So just something to think about, man. I'm not saying you have to farm this crap right away, but eventually people that do well in GAC because they have fully squatted out Gear 12 teams with the Zetas on and decent mods. It's not the top tier stuff because everybody's going to have that. It's what do you have depth-wise with your mods and your teams after that. The reason I win so many GACs is because it's a damn nightmare to go through my defenses, and it's about to get worse because I'm about to have the droids done. So, I'm even thinking of switching it up and putting my GR team on defense and letting people deal with that and keeping both my Revens for offense. But I can do that because of the depth I've got. I've got First Order done. I've got Bounty Hunters done with a 330 speed Bosk. I've got... I've worked at it. So, and I hate Jedi Knight Revan. I can't stand that character. You're talking someone really. I did a rant about this goddamn character. Can't stand the turd, but I farmed the hell out of him, and I made sure I had him because I knew I needed him. So yeah, you're fine where you're at right now. But as you move up, Sean, you're gonna get crushed, dude. I'm just saying. If you don't, the thing, and I'm only telling you this because I want you to be successful, to be higher successful at GAC when you move up, because eventually it just happens over time as you farm characters and stuff. You're eventually going to want to do Heroic Sith. You're going to need the teams to get the gear and stuff out of there for more Gear 12s and Gear 12 pieces and mod salvage and things of that nature. And it gets pretty brutal when you're trying to do Heroic Sith. So Phase 1 team is typically JTR. It's the best team that works. Phase 2 is Jedi Knight Revan. That team gets you, 15 to 20% on an attack. Some do even more. Phase 3, Darth Revan, man. I did mine the other day. I got almost 4 million off just Phase 3 with them. Now, Night Sisters are really good, but Night Sisters are your Phase 4 team. So, and the cool thing about those teams is they have multiple uses. So it's not just the Heroic Sith raid, but in GAC and TW, it makes a big difference, what you have. So, you're farming the pillars, Nev, right? Because it makes sense. Yeah. So if you have the pillars, but you don't want to go for one of the pillars, do you think that would help or hinder you?
I would. Well, it does. It hinders you. I mean, the following the pillars is great for GAC. I mean, it really, really is good for GAC. Especially during those early ones when obviously back when it was just Grand Arena and I first hit level 85 and I was able to enter it, I was still having to find 14s. But by the time you hit level 85 following the pillars, you've kind of already got two decent teams. Three decent teams. You've got a Phoenix, you've got an Empire, and you've got a Jedi. So you can afford to put trash in defense because you're going to score more banners most of the time than your opponents, because most of the opponents that I was going up against had focused on one team. So the pillars is, I mean, especially if you're free to play, I would say the pillars is essential for doing well in GAC, especially now that you need, especially with the feats that they've got kicking in, because you need debuffs to get extra league points, and one of your easiest teams to get debuffs with is your Empire team, your Palps, your Vader, your TIE Fighter pilot, and your Tarkin. So yeah, with pillars, you've got to follow. If you don't follow the pillars, you just go focused, like some people go focused on Night Sisters, some people go focused on First Order, and some people go focused on Bounty Hunters. I mean, my first round opponent went focused on Bounty Hunters, and I crushed him. I absolutely crushed him, even though he had a Gear 12 Chewie with a Han and a C3, a CLS and a full Bounty Hunter. He kept it for offense. Sure, he full cleared me, but I full cleared him because he didn't have anything in the tank for defense. So,
listen, Sean, you asked us to do your roster review. This is the stuff I'm seeing. You can take it or leave it. You play the game however you like. If you want to continue on just having fun and playing the game, go for it, brother. You do you, man. So if you're having success right now,
these are just suggestions.
These are just suggestions. Take it from our experience. You can do however you want to play. If you want to play and never get Jedi Knight Revan, then do it. I think it's going to hurt you long term. I have experience in this, and I know, and I've seen other rosters. I've done thousands of these damn things, and I know what happens. So I'm just trying to get you to be aware and cognizant of the fact that you acknowledge that I told you it's cool to work on the stuff that you want to work on, and you play the game how you want to play. However, if you want to be competitive long term, this is the stuff you have to do. But if you don't care about that stuff, then go do whatever you like. I mean, I've encouraged people to do that. Like, people that, when someone starts an alt account, they already have their main account. They're like, what should I do? I'm like, go play whatever you want. If you want to go work on bounty hunters and just go all in and have fun, go have fun. It's a game. It's meant to be fun. But long term, I really think that, oh my dear Lord, Goosey Lucy Caboosey's here. Oh my God, that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Goosey! Goosey girl! So yeah. Yeah, I mean, just long term, just think about this stuff. I mean, if there's certain characters and squads you want to focus in on, fine. Go for it, man. But if you want me to do your roster review and tell you my opinion, there you go. So this is just my insight and stuff like that. Looking at your mods, I'm going to filter real quick on your mods and see how we're doing there. Let's see here.
They scattered. The mods be scattered.
They are scattered. Oh, lordy. All right, Finn. I heard you go. All right, Finn, go.
So I'm looking at his mods, though. They might be scattered only because he's been slicing.
True.
Because I'm seeing, like, some things, like, for example, his Bosk. His Bosk has 6 E's. He has, like, the speed set and stuff on it, but they're not all his best ones in that set, right? So possibly, like, the 15 speed diamond that he has on Newt was a recent slice that ended up being top. So the mods are a little... They're not super focused. Just looking at your speed overall, you have mods that probably would serve better on other characters, but yeah. Yeah, your mods are a little bit all over the place, Sean.
Yeah, they are. They're all over. So, lack of crit chance, speed mods with speed secondaries. I mean, he's 2.7, so we have to kind of take that into consideration, right? So,
I know, but he can make some really decent sets here, even with this and stuff, and make his like a more focused speed set with what he has. And your speed secondaries speed secondaries are low. I understand that you can still make faster sets without necessarily needing speed set as part of it, because your secondaries on some of your other ones are reasonably high. You got to keep on farming those speed set ones though. That's slowing down some of your sets overall.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good speed secondaries here, but we're lacking some of the sets that we need for the long term that you'll need. So guess what, buddy? I mean, there's some here you got that could really be sliced now. There's a one in Sunfact that's got 15 speed purple. There's a 14 speed purple. Padme's got one. There's some blues that are 13 that really have a nice chance to do something. So there's some mods there. I'd slice those up and see what you get from them. You may get better than me and be lucky and not have to suffer through depression. God, that's so brutal.
You could be like, oh, hey Ranger, hey Ranger, hey Ranger.
I know, right? I get it all the time in Discord, man. Like, hey, look what I got. I'm like, I hate you so much.
I've got a 296 spirit that's running an offense set.
But like, there's some mods here that you took to 6E that I would not have taken to 6E. So I would hold off on the 6E for right now. Let's focus on getting these other mods sliced to 5A, and then let's focus on getting some speed sets with some speed secondaries. You also need crit chance. Crit chance and speed are the two that you hardly ever see, or if not at all, from the events. A lot of the other ones like tenacity and health and potency you'll get from events, from just doing the events in the game. But the ones that are the toughest to get are typically crit chance and speed. So if you want to focus on those and get those modded up or sliced up, that'll help you long term, because you're going to need speed sets. You're going to need certain speed. Speed is where it's at. And we always say it's not on every character. It's certain characters that need high speed, right? So something to think about. But yeah, mods is one of those things, man. You see me do it every day here on Lunch. You have to get in there, and you just have to, Sean, get your ass in the damn trenches, get your butt in here with me. You're going to suffer through depression just like the rest of us. Nobody likes mods. I hate mods. Mods make I get hemorrhages in my eyeballs from doing the stupid ass mods and depression. So yeah, you're going to have to do that. So we need some slicing done on some of these mods. And then we also, because you got some good mods here that could be sliced, maybe hit 20. That's kind of the goal, right? Anything above 15 is solid, but if you can get those mods, we're looking for those really insane mods, right, for long term that are 20 plus speed. That's going to make a huge difference, especially on speed sets. That's where you really want it, because long term speed's what's going to make the difference in mods. Like, you can have all your characters gear 13 you want, but the other team's going first. They can wreck really quick. And there's certain characters, we talk about it all the time, like Bosk, Stark, BB-8, Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Fallen Bastila. Certain characters, that you want speed on. The rest is different, right? Like, for instance, for like the Imperial Trooper team, I use this as an example all the time, you want Stark fast. So for me, my Stark is at 274. He gets 20 speed from Veers, that puts him at 294. Well, yesterday I had a bounty hunter team that had a slower than my Stark boss, wrecked the bounty hunters, or just wrecked them with my with my troopers. But that's because the other members of my team have crit chance, crit damage. It's all damage and potency and stuff, because once that death ball gets going, I want it to get going. Night Sisters, get your zombie as fast as hell and tanky as hell. And it just makes it, in spirit, same thing. Potency and speed. Just make them, the more you can do certain characters, it makes the other team function that much better. So we hate mods. Nobody likes mods. But long term, you have to keep working on mods every day. 144 energy the first round of the day, you're going to get mods. 144 energy the second day, you're going to slice them. That's just the way it works, right? If you want to invest some crystals into that, that's fine. I typically don't. It's just a long-term thing. I think T Money, when she was on for my birthday last week, said that for every 200 gold mods or 200 mods, you'll get maybe one or two that will hit the 20 speed. That's a lot of farming. So if I do 9 mods a day in a month, I may see one mod that hits over 20. if I'm lucky. So it's just the kind of the odds that are kind of stacked against you in this regard. So the only way to do it is you just have to saturate the area with mods and just keep rolling them and see what happens. Maybe you get lucky more than me. I think everybody gets more luckier more than me from everything I'm seeing in Discord. Like, look, Ranger, I got another one. Like, shut up.
I don't know about that. Durgan has some pretty horrible luck.
So, mods. Ships we don't really talk about. You're doing grading ships. So, yeah, focus on your mods. Let's get some of these purples and blues sliced. I think you need to do that. And some of the mods on some of these characters could probably go on other characters on your teams. Like, there's a 16 speed on Jawa offense set. No.
Yeah, but Jawas beat Darth Revan.
Stop it. That was the luckiest crap I've ever done. So there you go. There's your roster review today, Sean. And if you have any other questions, man, you can message me anytime in Discord. Anytime we do a roster review for anybody, you're more than welcome to message me. But that's just our insights, mods, characters, what farms you could do, what you could not do. You've done great with the characters you've got. I mean, Gear 13s on some of those are nasty. The Grievous team is just super, super duper nasty. But just think about that. Yeah, it is rough. Just slicing materials is just ugh. But I'm lucky in the fact that I do well with the Sith raid and other areas because of my characters I have, so I get a lot of slicing materials from just the events and other things. So having that scoundrel one, God, ever since they added that, I'm so happy I can be able to clear that last tier. It's like, thank you, God, I can use 12 of these each. It's like, give me. So there you go. So yes, if you have any questions, Sean, go ahead and fire those away. Now, if you would like a roster review, we do this every day during the lunch stream. All you do is send your GG page over to Finity, Finity. Give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't, send him another message. He will respond eventually, and he'll let you know you're in the queue. And when you respond, guys, with your GG page, write a little bit about what you want us to look at. Everybody's different and what they want us to look at. And then we'll add you in the queue. It's a 4-week wait. Once your time comes, Finn will give you a date and time. We'll set it up with you so you can watch it live. So like Sean did. He says, I appreciate it, guys. Awesome channel. You're more than welcome, Sean. He says, I used to use Jawa a lot. I know. I did back in the day, too. And then as soon as I didn't need to use them anymore, I stripped those little bastards of everything. Until I needed a Darth Revan. I'm like, well, I'll just give this a shot. This is the funniest shit ever. Also... so that's how you get a roster review for the lunch. Now, if you would like to bump that up, you can become a Patreon of $10 or more. You get a lot of other benefits for being a Patreon besides that. But if you become a Patreon of $10 or more, you can bump your roster review that you may have in the lunchroom queue to the front of the line, and we'll bump you up. The other benefit of that is if you are a Patreon, anytime I'm doing mini roster reviews, and I do those 2 to 3 times a week, you can come on, you can put your ally code in. I'll look at your stuff at any time. And there's another way that you can get stuff looked at constantly because our accounts are evolving, new characters are coming in. You know, there's just a constant things we're working on, and it's good to have secondary eyes on it. So we do the mini roster reviews during the week, so that's the way you can get those done.
But Ranger, what if I only want you to look at my mods?
Well, if you like
and change them around.
Yeah, so I have given in, and I am now doing full reworks for full roster reworks for mods and everything like that. So if you would like me to rework and remod your account, all you need to do is send me a message, RangerJ1999. We'll get a little screen that breaks down the information, but just have your account information so I can log in. If you want me to, it's $30 per million GP. If you want me to do one-on-one and explain the teams that you should be working on and how teams work, or just ask me questions, $20 more, you can just basically pick my brain. I'll sit there for an hour with you while I'm doing stuff because I want you to learn. So when I'm doing the mod reworks and remodding and explaining your teams, if you want to know what's going on, then I will explain it to you. So that's kind of where my price range is. You guys have been asking me to do it, and I know some of you actually told me you're saving up so I can do it. So no rush. Whenever you're ready, message me, RangerJ1999, and I will do that for you. Unless you're a long time VIP, like I know I was helping Rose out yesterday free of charge because his shit was a mess. Oh my god. I was like, is this Remon's account? I was thinking 3 or 4 times, like, get out of here, what are you doing? No wonder you're suffering. God damn it, Rose. but we got him pretty squared away.
I don't need a 300 speed mob enforcer.
Yeah. Don't do that on your mob enforcers.
That could be pretty impressive.
But yeah, so there you go. With that, we are going to get back into the game. We got a lot of questions. Finn, are you able to take questions, or I've got Nightbot ready? Do I need to do it?
Finn left.
He left?
Yep.
He just came in and... Fine.
He said meeting time.
Yeah, he does have a lot of meetings. Usually when he gets back from vacation, he has a lot of stuff going on. He's a busy guy. All right, so get your questions. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, or I will not scoop it up, and that's not my fault. That's yours. You have been warned. All right, let me get some stuff going on in the game. Let me get this. I don't think there's anything actually going on in the damn game. There's no events up yet, so Megan's already did that. So there's actually nothing going on in the game, so I'm just going to leave it on the home screen. Let's get through these questions. Let's see. We want July 15th. Here we go. Cool. Let's see. What?
Sean, he was so disgusted with his mods that Finn left.
No, that's not what happened.
No.
Finn's would be the opposite reaction. Finn would be like, "Get in here!" Start working on your stuff. That was disgusted.
Alias later.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see here. Zombie says, question, I have Gear 9 Nuke, Gear 9 Sun Fact, Gear 12 Asajj, Gear 10 Dooku, Gear 11 Soldier and Spike, Gear 9 Gear 8 Magna, Gear 8 Poggle. What team can I use to get Padme, and how much should I gear them up? I'm trying for 7 stars. They're all 7 stars. You're halfway done. Let's see. Newt, definitely. I'd say Sun Fact, Asajj, Dooku, and General Grievous.
If you use Dooku, you need the Omega on Master of Makashi.
At least, yeah.
That one right there will probably make it really easy for you because he'll stealth all your separatists.
Yeah, if you're not going to go for, and from what you listed, so we're not going to go either full on core like Geos or full hardcore into the droids, right? We don't have B2. That's one you really like. I like for that event more than anything. But you could go Newt with Sun Fact. Asajj would be nice. You're going to have Sun Fact. General Grievous, that'd be your best bet with what you've listed out here. You know, Soldier doesn't do anything for you. Spy needs a lot of gear and needs to be under the Geos to really function well. I know Grande had tried at that, but it took him so many attempts. It was ridiculous. It can hit hard, but oof. It takes a lot of gear and stuff to get him to where you need him to be at. And yeah, I think that's going to be your best bet. If you can get your B2 up before Padme comes, you still probably have a month left before she comes. I think it's like 3 weeks away from what the site's saying before she comes back. But everything's kind of in flux, guys, so that's just a guesstimation. So that gives you time. If you can get your B2 up, he's a really important piece. Jordica's an important piece. You can get them up. But if we're going for 7 stars and that's what you got, then that'd be your best bet.
Though, to be honest, if you are unable to get it this time, you just farm up your Brood Alpha.
All right.
Brood Alpha will be able to do it at
I know.
7-star, like your 10.
All right, question. Don't forget to give time after you. Oh, okay, so that was the thing for me to give it time to finish up. So okay, yeah, there was a delay. I don't know why it shouldn't be doing that. So we're working on that, Chiken. But thanks for the update. Basically, the stream's been cutting off at the end early. It's not supposed to, but I didn't realize that there was some kind of huge delay now again. I swear they always change stuff and it pisses me off. !3 question. How do you recommend modding Brood Alpha, and are the Geos an offense or defense squad for GAC? Looking forward to using my Geos in the next GA. What do you think, Mikey?
Health, speed, and potency, isn't it? For Brood Alpha? Yeah. So...
What did I put on mine? Let me look real quick, because I got mine already. These are just place marks, but I think it gives me an idea. I do that a lot. Yeah, I went health. No, I just put a bunch of mods on him, but it is going to be speed with potency eventually. that I'm going to go for on him.
Where's mine? Mine's all health, actually. Oh no, mine's health and tenacity at the moment. But mine's clocking in now at 52.5k health and 73k protection. But he's only 254. I need him faster.
Yeah, I'm looking at the speed of mine. He's too slow. But again, mine's only gearing 8 or 9.
The other thing that kind of, I mean, this is where you really are searching for the unicorn mods, because you want the health, you want the speed, you also want potency and tenacity in there. So you want the whole load in there, don't you?
Yeah, because all the stats that are on those mods also get translated over to the brute when he summons it. So
there's that, and and then just the basics. Then you need them to survive to get through the waves. Obviously, they need to be able to get through there. They're going to take hits, and they've got to withstand that test. And normally there's a salvo that they have to endure early days. So, you've got to make them resilient and quick with potency and whatnot.
Yeah. So, I need to put another potency mod on, but I'll look for that later. I started looking at it, I'm like, I need to do that. Damn it. But I'll get him higher level and stuff like that eventually. So, all right. All right, next question from... What else in 3 question? How about using the data dating game theme for the mod intro? It's pretty catchy, and at least you get a little happy from before depression. No, it won't help. Ed Squad, question for Mike and Nev regarding wickets. How would you mod your Ben Stokes so he hits hard and also gets in the way with speed and causes boundary overthrows? This must be a cricket question.
Lots of cricket metaphors in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cricket metaphors have been misused. So but read that question again.
But it doesn't matter because England won. So what's the point?
Yeah, we won by what we won with the last ball. So yeah,
it was.
No, we tied.
But won.
We tied. I thought we won with
the last ball.
Yeah,
we won because we hit more boundaries throughout the entire tournament.
Oh, right. I just got a notification flash up on my phone. What is it? No, I was live streaming yesterday, and Sir Boss was keeping me updated with the score.
It was epic. It went into. I've never seen a sudden death over.
Yeah.
And that's what it went to.
That's what it went. Oh, I can't believe I live streamed at the same time that match was on.
You need to watch the highlight. Just watch the highlights.
I'll watch the highlights on YouTube some point over the weekend.
Yeah, you've got to just to see how epic it was. It was for anyone that's not familiar with cricket, anyone that thinks it's a boring game, watch the highlights of that game.
No, I don't think cricket's boring at all. I think it's pretty cool. But it just, I didn't grow up with it, so I've watched a lot of matches because I do find it fascinating. But, I grew up baseball in the U.S., so it's just different. But I can appreciate it. Like Australians football, I watched, I love that. I mean, when the guy goes, I'm like, yes! I don't know who the hell the teams are, but I'm like, I can appreciate sports for what they are. And
to be honest,
the Irish guy. Oh, so go on.
Oh no, I was just going to say because we beat Australia in the semi. That's all I cared about was beating in the semi-final and winning my bet with Scotty, because Scotty now has Mr. Bean as his icon in Discord. Had to Zeta, because we had a Zeta bet on. He had to Zeta veteran Han, and for the next 2 shows, he has to introduce himself and say England cricket team is the greatest team in the world. So,
nice. That's brutal.
But that was it was me, because Mike wasn't there, unfortunately. But it was me and then a bunch of Aussies on Discord all watching the match at the same time, and it was just epic, because after about halfway through the first innings, they're all like, crap, we're gonna lose. Because they beat us during the group stages, and immediately after that match I said, we'll get you back in the semis. We'll get you back in the semis. And what did we do? We absolutely trounced them. They didn't stand a chance. They were crap. Loved it.
All right.
How about the British GP though?
The what?
That was Hamilton winning
amazing.
was kind of.
That's a given.
It was great that it wasn't Hamilton. Hamilton won.
All right, listen. I'm getting back to the goddamn game. I give you guys a little bit of leeway with the damn cricket question, but that's about it. Michael, get some ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan.
No, stop it. JLY9 question. My GAC opponent and I are almost exactly the same in a very even matchup. Should I go max defense to challenge him or max offense and gamble with efficiency? If you're even, Steven, do your game, man. Play the way you're going to play. If it's even, you don't know what he's going to set on defense or what his strategy is going to be. It's kind of part of
If
the
you're even, the chances are he's going to go exactly the same.
Yeah.
He's going to post a load of cheese, hold everything back, expecting you to put
stuff on defense. Put a solid defense down, but keep your heavy hitting pieces for offense, right? If he has a Darth Revan, keep something to kill Darth Revan. If he has a Jedi Knight Revan, maybe keep your Jedi Knight Revan. You know, something along those lines. Look for what he doesn't have and try to use that on defense as something that could give him problems. Like if that's kind of the small things you can look for, but when it's an even matchup, I mean, I face even matchups all the time. Actually, I'm behind the curve in all my matches, but I don't change my defense strategy. I place it no matter what. You know, my teams are going to be those teams, and I'm going to leave them there, good or bad. You know, unless there's something drastically changing, that's the team I'm going to use on defense because I have an offset plan no matter what. I have counters for anything I can come up with against offense. So I don't know where you are, how many teams you're placing and stuff, but you don't want to go all defense, because if he goes all offense, boy, that's tough. I would say make your front wall a little difficult, back wall cheese, and then keep your heavy hitters for offense.
And when it comes to it, when you view, and if you are very similar, I know it's awful, but patience can earn you the victory.
Mm-hmm.
If so many times it's who goes first loses, because you know the target you've been set. Right.
It makes it a little bit easier.
Hell yeah, that I couldn't agree more with that.
But some people can't do that, so just do play your game. Just be consistent and see what happens. So, but let me know, JLI9, when you get in. If you have any questions, just message me in Discord, man. I'll help you as best I can. Excuse me. Goddamn allergies. I sneezed like a million times before we started, man. It's been brutal today.
Me and Adastra missed.
I know. I was looking forward to that. You just had to lose, Mike. Oh. You failed us for the last time.
Well, yeah, but she lost the first one.
Shut up, Mike. You blew it. You blew it, Mike. Don't even play. You just blew it. Jedi Training Bogus question. What will be the most expensive character ship going forward? Luke's A-Wing, Jedi Luke, Jedi Knight Rey, Mitra Shurik? All of the above. Well,
none of them. It's to keep Jar Jar out of the game.
Yeah. Jedi Knight Rey and Jedi Knight Luke will be journey characters. Not going to cost you anything, right? Those are just part of the story. If I had to take a guess, I think Luke's X-Wing might be a little pricey. Mm-hmm. Might cost a little, yeah. Simply Red standing by. Red October standing by.
It's gonna be ships from
Big Red standing by.
Rise of Skywalker.
But yeah,
God, I went over to the O2 and saw Simply Red when they were actually relevant.
Simply Red standing by. John Davies' question: how do you rate the Yoda, Han Solo, Darth Revan team? I beat it all the time. It's really good on offense since you're controlling it. The AI does some stupid things with, like, Han will shoot somebody. You're like, thank you for shooting Malik. I don't know why you did, but thank you, because now you are feared. I think it comes down to mods and speed, but it's great on offense because you shoot first, you can stun. Yoda does his things. But if you do not wipe out that team in the first or second round and take advantage, if for some reason they survive, you're hosed. Because that team will start getting stacks of ferocity and they're going to debuff you, they're going to take that crap off, and then they're going to knock the crap out of you. But if you've got it modded correctly and you can kill them by the second turn, or at least Bassel a couple other ones, then you're going to be fine. Stoner Jedi question: is Gear 13 changing mods for Arena? I swapped my Darth Revan and FBS mods and looking to remod both and plus Malik for Arena. Wanted your feedback. Thanks, guys. Yes, they do have an effect. I mean, to say they don't is silly, right? Mods, especially 60 mods on Gear 13, have a huge impact on your characters. Just for example, like if let's say you don't have a speed set with those characters, then you're missing out on 2 speed. Speed, and when you get to the upper echelon, it comes down to little stuff. The mods you have, for example, on Malik, if you have a lot of protection and stuff on those, you don't get an overall protection, but those secondaries like that are like 3 to go to like 6 or 7% protection on 6E add up to where your Malik can be damn near 200,000 health going into a battle, right? That makes a huge difference because Malik can take a lick. He can just start sucking the life out of the other opposing team if he can stand up, right? So, yeah, 16 mods has a huge impact on speed, on health especially, on a lot of stats, a lot of characters that get it on top of the damage they get from just going to Gear 13. The mods amplify that tremendously, right? Crit chance and crit damage and all that other stuff. So yeah, if you're gonna remod for Gear 13, know that mods are gonna have a huge impact on that. And I think that goes without saying, guys. JLY9 question: what are the top 5 tunes to take to Gear 13 for GAC defensive purposes? Ooh.
Top 5?
Revan, Malik,
Both Revans.
Marauder,
Well, I mean,
Fallen, and
but think defense, right? So Jedi Revan, I mean Darth Revan, a lot of people put on defense. I put him on defense. So my ballot, Paul and Basti and Malik are on defense. I'm going to be putting Grievous on defense, so he's going to be one that I'm going to Gear 13. I mean, a lot of the other ones that I want to Gear 13 first, like 3PO, Kenobi, Han, and Chewie are more offense. What other would be good defensive ones? I think Spirit and Zombie. If you're going to use Night Sisters on defense. Yeah, try for you use mainly on offense.
Well, it also depends on who you're fighting against. Too,
That's true, but
like, if they don't have something that could counter Traya,
there's a lot of stuff that counters. There's a lot of people that there's a lot of counters for Traya, unfortunately, but she's great on offense. Because it's something that teams
depends on your division and
like Old Republic. A lot of people use Old Republic on defense, right? So Canderous being Gear 13, like Sean had, that's nasty, dude, because that dude's going to hit hard. He hits really hard, and with the debuffs he's going to be putting down are just going to be that much more devastating. So that team's pretty wicked badass with the Gear 13 Canderous. So that would be a team if you use them on defense. Bounty Hunters, I think Boss gets a huge bump from Gear 13. He would be one you could use on defense. So there's a couple
Geos under Brood Alpha.
Yeah, Brood Alpha.
Really well.
Brood Alpha would be one if you're going to use him on defense. That's going to make him and the Brute just ridiculous along with the other Geos. So I think those are some suggestions for JLY9.
I've been looking at L3 a lot.
Screw L3.
She gets a lot of buffs. And
oh my god! Yeah,
I've started farming L3 on my Merc account.
She's good, but I don't think she's top tier.
The preparation H team does do pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to gear that sucker.
She is as mad. If you get the opportunity to run Clash DOEs, Dooku lead with Vandor Chewie and L3, Grievous and BB-8. No, Hermit Yoda.
See, I don't like that team at all. You're taking too many pieces from other teams that they can.
No, but if you get the chance to run it in arena, it is.
Oh, in arena, not GAC. Okay.
Box of frogs. It is just. It's you. Yeah.
All right.
Just try. If you see the chance, try it. Yeah, Hermit Yoda needs to be faster than one of them. Can't remember which.
All right. What else? 73 says question. So hang on an English minute. Is Nev saying he's not actually Malcolm McDowell? No.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Stonewall Exile question. DACA Zeta that stacks health. Does it reset after every wave in GOTB, or does it stack through all 4 waves? It resets, I believe. It doesn't stack like that. It's the same with Visage's damage. It resets, through everything.
Nihilus and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Nihilus keeps his stuff for Annihilate, but other characters like that, like Asajj, you have to, she ramps up after every death, but it resets after each encounter. So it depends on the wording of the ability, but I'm pretty sure Daka's is the same way. It resets. I could be wrong on that, but as far as I understand it, but that's just off the top of my head.
Asajj is the encounter, isn't it? She's the whole way. She's like, yeah, she's not Wampa. Wampa resets. Asajj goes through.
All right, let's see here.
Giggity.
Kazakage too easy. Kazakage too easy question. Who do we call to get a free negotiator and 7-star Malik? EA, baby. Kazakage question. Ranger, can you remod my roster? Yes. Cheddar, baby. Oh, if you want me to remod. Anybody's free, and prices are reasonable, so yes. Chaikin question. Should my Darth Revan or Bad Silla get my fastest speed set? 144 versus 137. Typically, you want it on Bastila. Because if you can outspeed their Bastila, that's the way that Darth Revan team works. I mean, there's 2 theories on the Darth Revan team, right? If you have the mods, and it's only if you have the mods, you make your Malak above 330, right? Revan 1 speed slower. And the way that works is Malak hits the tank, clears it, and then Revan hits the leader, and whatever leader may be, and fears them, and then you're off to the races. Then your Bastila doesn't have to be that fast. However, if that's not the case, then you want your Bastila as fast as possible so she can go for their Bastila and then put Corrupted Battle Meditation and all the debuffs on everybody. So, depends on your modding. With the mods you just listed there with the speeds, I'd say put on Bastila. Bone Jones 159 question. No Malik and no Geo rework. What do you think the deal is? They don't like us. Anybody else? I can't explain the Malik stuff, man. The Geo reworks will come when they come, but I'm completely miffed. Malik event, man. I don't know what to tell folks anymore. I'm like, it's way past the time. I thought 2 Fridays ago was when it was going to come, because just based off when Darth Revan had come and needed to come early, and now we're past, I think, the 90-day mark since we last had the Malik event. So it's like,
He'll drop after after this Revan event's over, I reckon.
You think so? I've thought about, I've been thinking about that. Like, when I thought the first GAC and the GOTB was done, they're like, okay, now they'll release Malik so people can start at least working on him, right, to get him ready for both those events. Here we are getting ready for another GOTB and GAC that's well into the full swing of it, and they still haven't dropped Malik. So I don't know what to tell you.
I think in a lifetime.
Could have been.
I think they're going to alter. I said after the first time he came out that because you need both Revans, instead of just kind of like fixing it so that Malik's always comes after Darth Revan, and then you'd get Revan, Darth Revan, Revan, Darth Revan, and it always comes. I think that they'll just do like, well, let's go 3 or 4 Revan events and then drop him. So I just think that they'll keep, because not everybody gets the Revans in that order. Some people might have got Darth Revan first or Jedi Knight Revan first.
Sure.
I just think, because it's such a a niche character, I think that they're just going to alternate it. So it'll come after Jedi Knight Revan, and then the next time it'll come after a
Who knows? Who knows?
It's not like Grandmaster Yoda.
It's not like R2 or BB-8 where those suckers are dropping before CLS and JTR because you need those characters for CLS and JTR, right? So it's not like that. Malik can come whenever they want to do Malik. It could be another month from now, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any timeline. I don't have any soon TM. That's where we're at right now. Soon TM.
I'm happy with the delay because I've still got 2 pieces of gear for mission on my Merc account before I'm ready for him. So I've got 1 more character to get to 17.5 on my Merc account. And so the delay on Malik is good for me on that account for sure.
Heather Douglas. Question, can Ranger just farm the mods instead of him reviewing them? So Heather wants me to go to an account and not actually remod everything, just farm them a shit ton of mods and see what happens. And then they can watch my live reaction. Oh no!
Take the numbers that.
Do you really want to see that, Heather? I mean, if that's what you want, hon, I'll do it. If you pay me, I'll do whatever you want. But I mean, it's kind of a sad sight, actually. You might enjoy it. Maybe that's what you want.
That there's the chance that you can roll loads of great.
Yeah, what happens if that happens and ruins your plan to see me suffer?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
It's a win-win for both.
You'd be sucking up all your luck for somebody else.
You'd be using all your luck on someone else.
What luck are you talking about?
We saw that.
You'll roll a plus like 26 or plus 28 speed secondary on a mod, and you will want to break your device in half because it's on somebody else's account.
I mean, honestly, man. Trust me, it ain't gonna happen. I will have just as much crap luck with your account as I do mine. I have been cursed. I think I've yelled at CG too much, and they've been like, "Oh, old Ranger, huh? Want to trash us, DA? All right, we got you, buddy." Mac D, question: the way the GAC scoring works, I can't see anyone getting into Kyber. Am I being stupid? Not being stupid, man. Don't say that. We don't like to do that. The only stupid one around here is Finn. Everyone else is very intelligent. Let me look at that real quick because I'm pretty sure if you win all your matches or win most of your matches, it's not just that you win, but the scores you get, right? The points you achieve, and if you get a victory, like yesterday, I got 1,900 plus 1,000. So let's say I get that every round, right? So that's what 2,900. Let's do some math real quick.
The lower divisions aren't going to make it, but the higher divisions might.
True, but isn't the lower divisions requirement to get into those leagues lower than what it is for me, or is it still the same?
Well, I don't know. What's your requirement? I'll tell you what mine is.
All right, so to get into Kyber's 35,500. Let me do some math here real quick. He could be right.
I'm in the Bronzium at the moment, and it's saying I need 8,000 for the next.
For Chromium?
Yeah.
Yeah, for us it's 11,250.
Oh, okay. So the requirements are lower then. So yeah, I suppose
right.
That's 9,000 for me.
Yeah. So
my Pom-Pom-Tastics in Division 7, so it's saying 8,000 for me.
So if I average 2,900, let me do the math here real quick. I've got say 4 more rounds after this of 3. That's 12, 13. Yeah, it can be done. If you win all the way through. If I win all the way through, plus on top of that doing the feats and stuff, I'll end up with 37,700 based off what I did yesterday. It'll be tough, but it can be done.
Yeah, the feats are definitely going to...
Feats will help.
The feats are definitely going to help.
Like I lost, but I still got 1,700, like I think it was my score. Plus you get some points and stuff, even if you lose. So that slowed me down a little bit, but I've already hit Bronzium. I think by the end of it, you can get to Kyber. And if you can get to Kyber, then, really, Kyber's just a bragging thing, because really all you need for the upper echelon to get to the stuff in the store for the championship score, I think it's Chromium. If you can just get the Chromium, the rest is just butter. It's just bragging rights, right? Yeah, you just need Chromium. So the other pieces are Bronzium, and the other one's Chromium. So if you get to Chromium, that's really what you're shooting for first. And then after that, it's all gravy. Just have fun and just compete and just see where you can end up. It's more just a challenge and stuff like that. You know, so. Oh, poor Goosey.
Yorkie's over halfway to chromium. 4966 of 9,000. Woohoo!
But yeah, I think it is definitely possible. If I win all my matches like I have been winning, plus feats, I'll have more than enough to get it. Even if I lose another match, I could still get to Kyber if I keep up the pace I'm at. So we'll see what happens. I have another great opponent. It's difficult, man, because especially in my case, like, you know, I'm facing guys that are in Division 2, or Division 1, and I'm in Division 2, and they've got way more characters past the 80 that are Gear 12, so I'm like, ooh. So we'll see what happens, but we'll I don't think that's a stupid thought at all, MacD. Those are good questions that I think we need to answer. Deal Cool J. Ranger, you're miles away from Kyber. Not even spending money would get you there. Yeah. If I win, like I just said, like I just did, I'll get well past Kyber. But you have to win everything to get to Kyber. That's the crazy thing. That's assuming that I win at the level that I'm winning at, which I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to mix up GAC with a lot of stuff. That's a big assumption on my part. I'm just saying that it's possible to get to Kyber. It's possible for me to get to Kyber. Will I get to Kyber? I don't know. We'll see what happens. So that is not a foregone conclusion by any stretch of the damn imagination. I can tell you that right now. All right, we're going to do a couple more questions, and then we're going to cut out for the day, and then I'll be back tonight to do some mini roster reviews with you guys. And then tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream, and then I will be here tomorrow to do Battlefront 2. So we'll be doing some more Battlefront 2 for you guys. I know you guys really enjoy that. I've been kicking the crap out of folks. Although, if you guys watched, I'm getting first, second. I'm in the top 5. I get like the most kills, especially on my team. I had one where I was in the top 5. I think I finished second, but the other guys from the other team were in the top 5. And we're just getting raffle stomped. I'm just like, me and Force Master are running around playing the objective, getting kills, doing what we need to do, and we're still losing. I'm like, God damn, man, what kind of teammates y'all giving me? It's like, get the hell out of here. Who !3 says, question, my son inherited my dad's horseshoe when he passed. Should I have my son roll all my mods for me? I would.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. That's good shit right there, man. Hell yeah, man. Hell, I'd rub it just for luck. If I had Loki here, you know what I do? I'd rub his belly, man. That's sexy Buddha. I know. I mean, Loki's the luckiest turd I know, man. That dude is, not only is he a pimp, he's just lucky pimping. God damn. Every time I see Loki, I'm like, how did you do that? Yuta says, Ranger equals awesome, so you can do it. Yes. Thank you, Yuta. Other than the freak thermal detonator, I would actually have more points right now if it had been for that disaster. I still can't get over that, man. CLS dead by 3 thermal detonators. I was like, oh!
That was an Urza moment.
I was like, oh my god! I didn't do. I just was like, what happened? I didn't even know he just exploded. I'm like,
oh god, the money!
I know that's different than hers, because I just killed Django. I'm working on Boba Fett. I'm killing the crap out of him. Thermals are flying because he's got a Greedo. I'm not even paying attention because who would, right? And then all of a sudden just dies, and I'm just like, what happened? Did anybody see what the hell just happened? Mike. So things happen, man. It's unexpected. Just like when I killed Revan with the Jawas. I was doing that just to basically wear out their abilities, right, and reset them, so I can go in there with another team. And lo and behold, those thermals took out Darth Revan. So the moral of the story is thermals are dangerous. They hurt. Oh God. I know, Chai. Can question where you surprised the power of thermals. Jawa is greater than Darth Revan Malak. Apparently so. Jesus. Oh my God. All right. So that's all the time for questions and stuff we have for today. So thank you so much for joining us. Very much appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us. Big shout out to Nev. Nev, where can folks check you out at?
They can come over to my channel, the Nev.
Mm-hmm. I'm subscribed. Why aren't you?
Come over and subscribe. Say hello to you.
Yeah.
Do a live stream.
And what do you do over there, Nev? Just so people know.
I am running an account that gives a day-by-day account of the pillar system, Warriors 5 pillar system. So we're up to day 293.
Good stuff.
Quite successful. So let's see what happens when we're very close to 300, nearly up to 1 full year, 365. And I think after 365, we'll be able to determine whether or not it is a success at free to play.
All right. So, if you guys haven't checked out Nev Stuff, he just got Jedi Knight Revan, so congratulations, my friend. Also, make sure you check out some of these other channels that are out there, guys. You know, Cubs and Boyer and Operation Metaverse, The Alliance, just Ian, Darth Micro, of course, our boy Urzatron, the heartthrob of the Outer Rim. He should be streaming tonight, right? C5. Yeah, he will be on tonight.
Probably.
Yes. And then, I forgot, tomorrow I will be doing my GAC. So we'll have my GAC after the lunch stream. We're going to just keep it on YouTube. We'll set up an event, and then we'll do the final round of my GAC this first go and have some fun. And then tomorrow night I'll do Battlefront 2. So we'll have 3 streams for you guys tomorrow. That's a great thing about being subscribed to the channel. We do a lot of live streaming and hanging out with you guys. So remember that. Think about coming to Patreon. You get all the benefits of being a Patreon. If you want me to rework your mods and rework your account and redo a full roster, remodding, things of that nature, message me, RangerJ1999. I am offering that service, and I'll be more than glad to look at that. $30 per million GP, and then if you want some one-on-one time with old Ranger J, just $20 more. So there you go. I think it's a fair price, way less than what's out there, and I will get you squared away. I may be dumb, but I'm dumb. So with that, we're going to sign off. Thank you guys for all hanging out there, skewers. Thank you for being here, for supporting the channel. Very much appreciated. With that, we're going to sign off. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.
Cheerio, everyone.